I'm Will,
And I'm Bella.
and welcome to the Holy Matrimony Podcast.
This week, we're back to wrestling.
Put your ones up for wrestling.
We'll talk about the ones up.
Okay.
But first,
Don't
forget we release new episodes every other Thursday. They are going to be on most of the major podcast players. We also release them on YouTube, so you could see our beautiful faces. More importantly, our great setup behind us. We throw out some shirts at you from time to time. So check us out on there. Our YouTube channel is the Holy Matrimony Podcast. So that's youtube.com/at Holy Matrimony, HOLYMATCHRIMONY. You can also, almost messed up there.
Yeah.
You can also follow us on X and Instagram at Holy Matrimony.
So please like, comment, rate, review, follow. Let us know how we're doing. We would like to hear from you. All that fun stuff, right? We want to know your opinions. We want to know whose opinions are right. Most likely mine. And just let us know. It helps us out.
Yeah. But yes, I agree with all that. Maybe except the fact that your opinion's right. But we do like to hear from you guys.
We do.
And we just need to know because we hit you guys with the hard-hitting questions.
We do.
The very important news.
We do. All that.
You can depend on us for those things, but I want your opinions on them as well.
Can I now put my ones up, please?
For who?
For my tribal chief.
Don't say it.
CM Punk.
Nope. I'm going to say it. So we're talking about Survivor Series.
War Games.
2024.
Yes.
Question.
Answer.
Why is it called Survivor Series War Games? Is there a Survivor Series that's not War Games?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I know you've only been watching since it's been Survivor Series War Games.
Okay.
But traditionally, they're two separate things.
Oh, but they put them together?
Yes.
Why?
Because, War Games was its own pay-per-view in WCW back in the 80s and 90s. Or 90s, probably not 80s. I don't know, 90s.
Okay.
Gone for a long time. Survivor Series was a WWE pay-per-view for about, almost 30 years.
And what was it then? Just matches?
So there's been different variations.
Oh, okay.
A long time ago, it was 5-on-5. So a whole bunch of teams of 5 versus a whole bunch of teams of 5.
Okay.
Then at one point became brand versus brand.
Okay, which I've seen clips of that. You've showed me old clips of that.
Yes, so it's like SmackDown versus Raw, whatever. And then at some point, like 2017-ish, around there, NXT brought War Games back. Maybe earlier than that. And they had like their own NXT War Games.
Okay.
And they did it. NXT always had like a PLE or pay-per-view right before Survivor Series. And so they always did their War Games right before Survivor Series.
Cool.
Well, when Papa H took over, he decided, we're bringing that up to the main roster and we're just going to have it at Survivor Series.
That makes sense.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I just didn't know
brief
that.
history there, Survivor Series.
Thanks, guys. But yeah, so this is Survivor Series War Games 2024.
Correct.
And what did you think overall?
Overall, I mean, War Games is always good.
Yeah, the concept is great.
Yes. I do think there's some time in between things that happen. It's like, okay. And I actually think that the best matches of this card this year were not the War Games matches.
I agree with that.
So, and then I think we've talked, the build for both these War Game matches have been a little
shaky.
But I think they were overall executed well. Some cool spots.
Yeah, I personally think this was the best PLE from the last few.
Yeah, for sure. Probably since SummerSlam was the last good one, I think.
Yeah, probably. And then this one definitely was better than Crown Jewel and better than Bad Blood, in my humble opinion.
In my honest opinion, I agree with you.
I'm being humble right now.
I'm being honest right now.
Okay. But I think it was definitely better.
Yes.
Even with a shaky... Because coming up to Crown Jewel, I feel like there was a lot of shaky setups, especially in the women's category. So this one had some shaky moments as well, like leading up. But I think overall it was just executed better. I enjoyed watching this one much more.
I agree. And I think that some of the matches, which we'll talk about, delivered full sale.
Yeah, which... Maybe we can start here. I think it was the middle 3 matches were the matches.
Yes, so for anybody that hasn't watched, they start with the women's War Games. They have 3 matches in the middle, and then they do the end with the men's War Games.
Yes.
Yes.
So. I was I don't even want to say surprised, because knowing the matches that were set up for the middle three all had people that we like. We know they're good wrestlers. So I wasn't surprised it was so good, necessarily. I just, I guess, because War Games is the thing, I think I was just more impressed that they did so well, those middle three.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, pleasantly surprised, I guess. Or,
Hmm.
yeah, not yeah, like not shocking by
Yeah,
any
because what
means.
was your favorite match of the night?
Oh, definitely the triple threat Braun Breaker versus Sheamus versus Ludwig Kaiser for the Intercontinental Championship.
Absolutely. Did we expect anything less? No.
No, they lived up to the expectations.
But like in the best way. Like it
Yes.
wasn't even just like they met expectations. I agree. It was my favorite match of the night. It was so good.
Yeah, I mean those three have been putting on good matches with each other,
Mhm.
right? Like any combination of those three you get together, it's gonna be a good match.
Yes, and Braun Breaker came in really strong for me.
Yes.
I think he's just done amazing. He's done
Mm-hmm.
phenomenal. I've always liked Ludwig. I always thought he was kind of like an underdog in everyone's minds. I liked him right away, probably kind of because he was like Gunther's people, but
Mm-hmm.
I from the very beginning, I liked him. I didn't see him wrestle a lot at first. It
Right.
was more his character, but then seeing him wrestle, I think he's way better than people talk about.
Yeah.
And then it's just Sheamus, so we know Sheamus is going to do just fine.
Yeah, I mean Sheamus in his last few years has been putting on just banger after banger after banger, as he says,
Oh, he lives up to that for
Yeah,
sure.
he really does.
Not surprising at the result though. I think we all knew.
Yeah, no, that there's only one result in the whole card that surprised me, which we'll get to later. So Braun Breaker winning
Yes.
did not surprise me.
Oh, wow, I was going to say spoiler. What if somebody was like, "Wait, ah!"
Oh, sorry. Braun Breaker won.
Yeah, spoilers from here on out.
Yes.
Not surprising. I actually, the one you're talking about, I said, we'll talk about that, but yeah, I don't think well, anything was really surprising. One was kind of, everything else I think we knew exactly what was going to happen.
Yeah.
Who was winning at least.
Yes, but they executed the match really well, the triple threat. Like,
Yeah, so even knowing that Braun, we knew he was winning, it really was a good match. And there was a couple times they got me. I thought for a second.
No, especially that one, like Ludwig pulled the ref out or whatever, like right at the last second. There was a couple of those moments I was like, wow, that was the last second.
By the way, so smooth.
So
He
smooth.
pulled him out on the downward swing
Yes.
of the 3 count.
Great.
And just like, it was like beautiful.
Yeah, so that was like perfectly executed, perfectly timed.
Oh, it was such a good moment.
Yes.
But yeah, I agree. That whole match, just all three of them worked really well together. I think it had good like spots in it. Just great.
I agree.
Great match.
Let's talk about the other non-surprising match first.
Oh, my boy.
Your boy.
Yeah.
Gunther.
Yeah. He was gonna win, let's be real.
Yes.
For multiple reasons. It's him. It wouldn't make sense for Damien to win at this point. Absolutely loved it though. It was still a good match, which we kind of knew. We've seen them before.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Their SummerSlam match was a really good match up until the ending.
Yes.
And I feel like this one was also a really good match up until the ending. And not that the ending was bad.
See, I like the ending because I think it's buying into it. To me, it buys more into Gunther, right? So you're gonna have Finn come out, and Gunther's not gonna have that. You're not gonna help him win the match. He's gonna win the match himself. So he doesn't just take Finn going after Damien as like, oh, well, I'll just pin him now. No, he said, get out of here. He knocked Finn out the way, and he said, no, it's my match. He didn't say that, but that's pretty much what it was.
Yeah.
And then he finishes the match and wins. I like that part.
I agree, but I still wish he would have been able to get to Finn before Finn got to Damien, right? Because now his win's still tainted, because Finn still did attack Damien.
Well, and that's what Damien's going to say. He's going to be like, oh, no.
Right, and that's twice that Finn's in it. So if he would have came out and tried to, and Gunther stopped him, I think I would have liked that better.
I agree, but I think, because I've said this, I don't know what their direction is for Damien at this point in time. After the whole fallout of the Judgment Day, I don't think they've given him a good storyline. Part of me thinks they don't even know a story. They do, but and so it's not surprising that they didn't want to make it just where he just fully gets beat by Gunther, because we still don't know what his story is.
Right.
So in a way, it didn't make him look as weak. Obviously, I don't like then in that way. It kind of
didn't make Gunther look as strong.
Yeah.
And that's twice now that Gunther's kind of like not as strong as he should.
Yeah. So I'm going to wait back and see what the storylines are, because Raw has surprised me. There's been a lot of things they've done that I wasn't sure about, and then they have pulled through. Not SmackDown, Triple H, thank you, or whoever writes for SmackDown. But Raw, I'm going to wait, because there might be something that I don't know is coming.
So do you want to wait and talk about like what we could see next from them after we talk
Okay,
about
yeah.
the
Well, let's finish
PLE?
War Games.
Okay.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
finish it.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back to that because I have an idea, but I want to get your
Mhm.
thoughts. So, the match that did surprise me.
Which, let's say this. You asked, I think during the women's or at the top, like at the beginning of the show. It might have even been right before you said, is everyone keeping their title? And I said, they could, but we kind of know they're not, right? So I said, if
Yes.
somebody's losing their title, it's 100% LA Knight.
And see, I didn't think so
And you
because
did not think so.
he's really popular.
So?
He just got his like custom strap.
Yeah, so?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I just didn't think it was gonna happen. But go ahead.
But it did because my boy Shinsuke came back, which was great. He's had good promos coming up
Sith
to
Lord
this.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
He does look. He literally looks like Kylo Ren in like the third movie or whatever.
Yeah. Yes.
Not he doesn't, but like the outfit.
Yes.
Great. It also, I think in my mind too, I knew it would be weird to bring Shinsuke back after all this time and him just lose immediately.
Which I agreed, but I was also like, Shinsuke doesn't win.
I know. Well, I haven't seen him win, but I knew he would. Now, it still was like an exciting moment because I also think it was going to go a little longer. So when it ended, I was like, oh, he got him.
I agree. It was like a surprise ending. Like,
Yes.
oh, it ended.
But in a good way.
Yes.
I still think it was a good match.
Yeah, I think it was good. I think LA Knight is proving to be a serviceable. Like, he's a good wrestler. He's not. Yeah, he's not some of our favorites, right? He's not Braun Breaker. He's not Ludwig.
Yeah.
But he's a good wrestler. You put him in, and I think when you put him in with somebody who's better than him, he can hold his own.
Mhm.
And if you put him in with somebody worse than him, he's not going to necessarily carry it. It's going to be a normal match.
Yeah, and I agree. So I think it was a good match because Shinsuke is good.
Mm-hmm.
But it was the title turn. I bet you a lot of people were probably surprised with that one.
Yeah, I was very surprised.
But hopefully in a good way. I know there was one guy in the crowd that was so happy.
Yes, that was surprising.
Shinsuke is his boy.
Apparently, because I saw that guy too. He was excited.
He was happy. So good for that guy and good for Shinsuke.
I mean, again, talking about the PLE, but I'm excited at like something different on SmackDown.
Yes, because we've just had the same Andrade, Carmelo, Santos going after LA Knight.
Right.
So it's probably going to technically be the same thing, but now you added another player.
Yeah, because at least it's Nakamura. So if it's Nakamura versus Andrade or Carmelo, whatever, like at least it's a little different than what we've already seen.
Which, side note, what's going to be the better match? Shinsuke Carmelo Hayes or Shinsuke Andrade?
Oh, dude, either one. Honestly, they're
amazing, right?
They're gonna be great.
Can they do a triple threat?
They probably will.
It would be like the match. Right?
I agree. It's gonna be so good
because they're all so good.
Yes.
And their styles are like different, but not. You know what I mean?
They're similar in like pace, but they're
Mhm.
different in what they do. So it should work.
Great match. You're
Yes.
welcome, Triple H. You don't have to put my name on it, but tickets would be nice.
Tickets would be really nice.
Tickets anywhere, honestly, at this point.
Yes.
But yeah, so Shinsuke won, yay.
Shinsuke Nakamura won.
Sorry, it's no more for LA Knight, that's for sure.
He's still gonna come on and say yeah.
He shouldn't, because it was definitely a no for him.
No.
It was a no for
Can't
him, dog.
Change it to no. No.
He would.
Yeah, he'd make it work.
I want him to be a heel now. I am fully on LA Knight's train if he becomes a full-blown heel.
That'd be cool, but there's not enough faces on SmackDown to.
Don't care. Don't care.
So
you can take that from me, Triple H, too. He needs to be a heel.
Maybe slowly getting there.
They're not going to make Cody a heel at this point, so make LA Knight a heel.
That's true. LA Knight's kind of Cody Lite. He's the Wish Cody.
Cody Lite.
Yeah, he's kind of.
No, Cody, I can see as a baby face. LA Knight is not. LA Knight is like just bad to his core.
He's Cody Lite.
He's not Cody Lite.
Oh, what you got in there? Cody Lite.
Should Cody sell that? Like, I know he already has his vodka line.
Yeah.
But should he also have like a Cody Light?
Like a beer, like a Cody Light beer. Yeah.
Don't tell him. He might.
He might. That'd be crazy. That'd be so funny.
And people would buy it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
So War Games. That's what it's
War
called.
Games.
That's what it's here. We're here for. That's
Correct.
what they were there for.
Correct.
You think they were there for Survivor Series? No, they were there for War Games.
I think it shouldn't be named War Games though. Just side
Why?
note.
Because it's not war.
No,
it seems like war.
Because like they announced Survivor Series War Games before they even announced that War Games was like happening. So okay, War Games has to happen.
Okay, well, yeah, but like that's the bone you're gonna pick with them. That's the bone.
I'm just saying, it's like, back in the day they used to have a pay-per-view called Hell in a Cell.
Mhm.
Well, Hell in a Cell's happening no matter what, right?
Mhm.
Whereas like you have Bad Blood,
Mhm.
and a Hell in a Cell gets announced, and it's exciting. Oh my gosh, we're getting a Hell in a Cell. What if you just know it's happening?
How many years has it been War Games? Survivor Series War Games?
2.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, then you guys should switch that up.
That's what I'm saying. It's only been the second one. Last year was the first, or maybe 3. 3 at this point, I think. Yeah, 3, sorry. I forgot. There's been 3 main roster War Games.
Well, and the thing is, too, did we have a War Games for real? Like, we had the Bloodline.
Yes.
But then they had to add random people because they didn't have enough, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the women's did not make sense. So maybe this was the year not to do a War Games.
So I'm saying. That's what I said. I think you could have just done, or, hold on, side note. You could have done, go back to like its roots and did brand versus brand. And you could have done a SmackDown versus Raw War Games.
And that would have been cool.
Adam Pearce led a group, Nick Aldis led a group.
100%. That would have made more sense than what they did. And it's not to say, because we'll talk about the match, not to say they were bad, but this didn't make sense leading up. So they should change it. Other thing, Triple H, and I know people online like, no, I can write for you guys.
Yep,
okay?
yep.
I know I've only been in this for a year. You can ask Will. I have great ideas. I can figure out the storylines better for you guys. Call me. I'll do it. What's my background? Nothing, but I have great, strong opinions. I took a lot of writing classes.
Did you?
Yes. Oh my gosh, I had so many for no reason.
But were they like writing classes or just classes where you had to write?
Well, where I had to write, so at least I have good grammar and stuff. Okay. And I could spell.
That's very important.
More importantly, though, my ideas are fantastic.
Yeah, that's more important. But I'm just saying.
I absolutely could do it. And you could pay me just in tickets. That's fine.
Yeah, that's true. I'll help. I mean, I'm not as good, but I think I got some good ideas.
Yeah, so let us know.
Mm-hmm.
I know we could do better. Thank you.
Correct. But yeah. Anyways, that because how surprising would it be if it's Survivor Series coming up? Cool. And then all of a sudden you're like, we're getting War Games this year.
I don't care about that. I just don't. I let them tell me what's going on.
Yeah, but if you know War Games is coming up, you know that, okay.
Yeah, but I know it's War Games, so it was too late.
I'm talking about for next year. If they just skip it next year. But what if they skip 1 year? Next year we don't do it.
But they should have skipped this year.
I agree. Because last year's War Games was good. Judgment Day.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
This one didn't make sense.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it didn't come out to be good, though.
Let's talk about them.
Let's talk about it.
The women's War Games match first?
Yes. The first 5 minutes, not good. I do not know why they paired that way.
Yeah, so who was it? Nia?
Bailey and Nia.
Was it Bailey and Nia or Naomi and Nia?
It was Bailey and Nia.
Okay.
Do you think it was Naomi?
I feel like it was Naomi.
I'm pretty sure it was Bailey.
Either way, it wasn't very good.
I'm almost 100% it was Bailey.
Yeah.
Wow, see? So obviously it wasn't that good if Phil can't remember. I'm almost 100% it was Bailey. Bailey and Nia. Naomi came in next.
Okay. Either way, though, I do again, that's the part of War Games to me that's like, it's the waiting in between people that generally just, it can be good, but also sometimes it's not.
So to me, because we talked about this, if you're going to do 5 minutes for the first and then 3 for everything else, that first 5, that pair better be good to do 5 minutes worth, right? Or just shorten the time in between all of them. Because obviously, what are we all here for? We're here for when everybody's in the cage.
Yes.
That's what we're here for.
Well, I mean, really, yes. And if you think about, like, I'm trying to blurring lines here. The men's first 5 minutes wasn't very good either.
Yes, because the men's first was Tama and Jay. Yeah, I agree. Better than the women's because sometimes, man, Nia's a little weak for me. But still not the strongest pairing. I don't know why they did that. So if you're going to do first 5 minutes, it better be a good pairing. Now, I know you're obviously not going to do your stars in the first 5.
Correct.
But they could have paired a lot better than that.
Yeah, I think we talked about it. Like, there's definitely ways around that.
Yes.
Right.
Or just shorten it. I'm fine either way.
Mm-hmm.
So you're welcome. See? Ideas. These are great ideas.
Yes.
Let me know in the comments. You know they are. Thank you.
Now, there were some spots, though, that we can talk about.
No, so yeah, in the women's, there was some stuff.
Yes. So, I mean, do you want to get into the craziest spot right away?
William, you go however you want.
With Io?
What? Yeah, you're saying it like I don't remember.
I know. Well, first of all, Io comes in.
Uh-huh.
And before she gets in the cage, she goes and gets a trash can.
Yeah, and I had no idea what that was going to be about.
And you're like, it's on a string. Why is it on a string?
Now, I said, though, I was like, when Io comes out, if she does not run up there and scale that, she better not go in that cage normal. And she didn't. Thank you.
Yep.
She scaled it to get up into the cage. Probably because she had to set her trash can up.
Yes.
Now, for all the wrestling fans, like, we knew what I did not know what it was.
Yeah.
Okay?
She's done it before. But.
Yeah, okay. But I didn't know this. So I was like, what's a trash can for? But I was just happy she scaled the cage because I wanted her to.
Yes.
And then she just left the trash can up there and I said, well, I don't know what that's going to be for. It's obviously going to be for something.
Yes.
I had no idea.
Yes.
There's a reason why I think Io is currently the best female wrestler, my favorite.
Yes.
There's also a reason why I think Tiffany Stratton's really good.
Yes.
Now, either of them getting up all the way on top of that cage and coming off is
Yes.
impressive.
It is very impressive.
Tiffy did fantastic.
She did it because she did her swanton off it
Yes.
at the same time as Io did something.
Yes. Now, Tiffy, you did great. They shouldn't have let you guys go at the same time because nobody told me Io was going to put a trash can over her head and flip off with that.
She did a backflip with her hat.
With a trash can on.
And again, she's done how?
No, nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody can do it except Io. So
Right, like,
great moment because it was cool that they both went.
yes.
But the trash can thing, like what?
No, yeah.
So who won that? Well, it's clear that Io did.
Clear, yeah. But again, cool moment though, having them do it like tandem almost at the exact same time. Like
so cool.
Yeah.
And I expect nothing less from either one of them.
No, 100%. And they were definitely like the standouts I think of.
Oh, for sure.
Like there's that moment where what is it? When Io first comes in, she's like screwing off with Tiffy, and she like does a springboard or something. And she's like, I can do it too, and does it too.
Love it.
Great moment.
Yeah, I've always wanted to see them together because they both have that athleticism.
Yes.
So great. I think there was a couple things, a couple spots in there that was generally good, but there was also some stuff I just didn't care about. It was also super predictable. We figured who was gonna win. The other cool moment though was a little magic trick that got pulled with Raquel getting handcuffed on because it was like the fire extinguisher and then comes out and she's handcuffed.
Yeah, that literally just looked like magic. So one of them had a fire extinguisher.
It was Io.
Io had the fire extinguisher spraying everybody.
Uh-huh.
The fire extinguisher smoke, whatever, clears, and Raquel's just handcuffed to the ring.
Yeah, because Rhea got her.
Yeah.
So we already guessed that they were winning.
Yes.
But the moment Raquel got handcuffed, you knew for a fact because then what was going to happen? Rhea was going to pin Liv hands down. Which cool. So to me, it didn't mean a lot because I think the buildup was kind of weak for it. Just kind of the whole women's stuff just doesn't make sense right now, and it's really disappointing to me. Especially because we have these new women's titles. Like I wish, I don't know. I waiting to see the vision for the women's stuff. But it was a better match than I think we've seen in some of the last PLEs, though.
I agree. I think it was good
especially
overall.
with some of these people that were in that match.
Yeah, and it is one thing where like I would like us to start moving forward from there. So like we've been dealing with this Tiffy Nia Jax thing for a long time.
Yeah, but we're still gonna deal with it because she still has the money in the bank.
I know we've been dealing with this Rhea and Liv thing for a long time, and we're still gonna deal with it. So it's like, what can we do to move past these two things?
I completely agree. Like, but they gave me a good show.
Yes.
At least. Yes. After the first 5 minutes. Well, probably even after the next like couple people came in.
Yeah, like once you started to get like 3 from like 2 or 3 from each team, it started to work better.
It started getting interesting for sure. Once Bianca came in and stuff, it gets better. It got better.
Yeah, it got better as it went.
Yeah. So then the men's
War Games.
So, of the War Games, I definitely think that was the better actual War Games match.
Yes.
Still mad about certain things, the way that went down, the people on the teams, fine. I can get over that. I don't think it's as good as the last War Games match, though. For sure.
Yeah, the one where Randy Orton came back and stuff. Yes, I agree with you on that.
That was a way better one. I was impressed because I think they did better than I thought. Also, some really cool moments.
Which we'll talk about, yeah.
But also not surprising who was going to win.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll talk about it. But maybe my mind's changed.
Maybe your mind's changed. Okay.
So what did you think of it? Because you know more of this.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely not the best War Games I've seen. It was good. I think there were some really cool moments.
Yes.
But I also think that like there was... So I'm... A lot of wrestling fans like CM Punk being there. I'm not one of them. I understand the Paul Heyman connection. I think they've tried to write it the best they could. I'm still just not a fan of it.
Now, no, he gave us a show.
He gave us a good show.
And of course he did.
Right.
It just didn't make sense.
Right. Because like... So... And I'm judging off of what we saw on Raw Monday. I understand what they didn't do Seth. Like, I understand certain things.
Yes.
I'm getting it. I still just... I like CM Punk a lot. Obviously, he's like my favorite. But I just don't like him being there. But now there was some good moments, like with him in the cage with Roman.
Oh, no, that's the thing. Even with it not making sense, and I didn't like it, he definitely put himself in there. Like, he made the show in a lot of ways.
Yes, because he's that powerful character. It also shows, like, I know you like Roman a lot, but it really does show how good CM Punk is.
100%.
I mean, he's been doing it for a long time. I get that, but how good he is compared to everybody else.
And now I would love to know, especially wrestling fans' opinions on this. I actually think this match really showed the strengths and weaknesses of some of these people,
Yes.
like wrestling wise.
Yes.
Because to me, not in a shocking way, but I do think, and I think Roman's a good wrestler. He did not look even close to the best in that match.
Correct.
I've said it for a long time. Jey Uso is not a wrestler. He's a personality in an entrance.
Yes.
It's not that I'm saying he's bad, but he was like weak in there. Because I even think, and everybody knows my position on Sami Zayn. I don't like Sami Zayn. He looked way better than the Usos, really.
Yeah, I mean, so Jey Uso had some good moments in the match.
100%.
Right? It's his personality. That part where was he going against Bronson or Jacob? I can't remember which one.
And
he's like,
and he hits the chair out. Yeah.
Yes, and he's like, yeah, expletive. I'm not gonna say.
Yeah, we're not an explicit podcast yet.
Yes, but
great moment.
Great moment.
No, he's great. He's great as his character. That's what I'm saying. He's a character.
Right.
But in that match, watching, because I think that Bronson Reed, I liked him from the beginning. I didn't know what it was, but I think he was like an underdog in people's minds. People didn't pay attention to him, and slowly he has just been showing what he can do, and this was one of them.
Yes. Oh, I agree. I think this match like made him.
Well, yeah, and it's like, so I think it kind of did a disservice to some of the wrestlers this one, because we saw where some just aren't as good as they're either like put up to be or as good as, some of the other ones.
Well, and I agree. Like, and we'll get more into the match a little bit, but I agree. I think like the Tongans and the Usos kind of did not show what they could do here at all.
Tonga immediately, or no, sorry, Tongaloa. I knew.
Yeah.
I said he's gonna go before he even gets in the cage. He's gonna mess up somehow. And sure enough, he's trying to get the tables in. He closed the door on himself.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Great moment.
Hilarious. The thing with him, because we see online, they're like, he's not that good of a wrestler. I really want to see if he is better than he
playing
shows.
It up. Yeah.
But no, obviously they were the weak points, is the Usos and the Tongans.
Yes. And I think like the strongest points, so Punk, Bronson,
and obviously Fatu, man.
They
all day.
Yes.
All day.
So some really high points for me. Obviously the part where CM Punk was about to walk out and Roman stopped him.
Oh,
and Sammy just kind of looked at him and I was like...
And Sammy said, well, I'm going to let you guys deal with that, and I'm going to go.
Yeah. That was a good moment.
100%.
There was the part, even solo, where he stopped Tongaloa from going and said Jacob Fatu out there.
Yeah, I told you, though, they don't want Tongaloa in there too long, so I was like, I don't know when he's going, but he's not, so that was cool. That was good.
So the part that I felt was pretty stupid. I was going to say it. So the whole bad bloodline's in there.
Yeah.
We're just waiting for Roman to come in, right?
Yeah.
So what do? They beat everybody up, and they lock the cage, right? And then Roman comes out, and they're shocked that he's able to climb the cage and get in.
Yeah,
There's no roof on the cage.
Hear me out.
Io just did it.
Hear me out. Yeah, Io did it.
Yeah.
It's happened in every War Games. They climb the cage, right?
Yeah.
Corey, and I love Corey as a commentator, okay? He had the audacity to say, there is no conceivable way for him to get in this cage.
He did. There's no conceivable way.
I want to ask him, because I get it, they have to play into the thing. I want to say, how ridiculous did you feel saying that?
Yeah.
Knowing full well, we just saw Io get into the cage that way. It's not like they put a roof up top, too.
No, because that would be cool if he closed it and all of a sudden called down a roof and now there's a roof on it.
It would have been so cool. That's a part of wrestling that you guys got to fix a little bit.
Yeah, because even if you want to be like expecting him to climb the cage so you're ready for him, that would make more sense, right? So now the only way for him to come through is for him to climb.
And you're going to wait for him at the bottom.
Yes.
That is, Corey literally said there's no conceivable way for him to get in there. Well, what are we talking about? You know what I mean? And the thing is Roman better climb the cage. He's got to show himself.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was he going to do? Just sit out there? Hilarious.
Yes.
Hilarious. Loved it.
So that was like a dumb moment for me.
So dumb.
All right, but then we had Bronson Reed.
Nobody thought Bronson was going up top.
So first of all, he did a crazy tsunami where he bounced on the ropes.
I've never seen that from him.
Yeah. So he had that moment. Good. Jacob Fatu had the moment where he did his little springboard moment that was so quick earlier in the match too.
I mean, Fatu, just anything he did. Okay,
Jimmy
anything Fatu does.
Jimmy Uso did a Whisper the Wind. I know you don't, but the move. Remember, Jimmy Uso did like a running corner move.
Oh yeah,
We're like, what is that?
I've said Jimmy's better than Jay. Thank you.
But anyways,
Proved it.
to top it off, Bronson Reed.
Nobody thought Fatu coming all the way up the cage
Yep.
to jump off easy.
Yeah.
It's Jacob Fatu. I'd be mad if he didn't, right?
Correct.
When Bronson Reed started climbing, I said, there is no way he's getting down for. There is no way Bronson Reed's doing that. He's gonna hurt himself. Now, he probably did a little bit. CM Punk almost let Roman die on that table.
Dude, CM Punk coming to save. So CM Punk saves Roman from the table. I mean, at least the angle they showed. Maybe the other angle didn't look as crazy.
No.
But that was split.
No, they showed
away.
2 angles. So for those who don't know, Bronson Reed was going to do tsunami off the top.
Yes.
So Roman was set up on a table. So he was going to tsunami him from the top through the table. Well, CM Punk the point is that he moves him out of the way. So then pretty much Bronson falls and now he's out the rest of the match, right? Because he's pretty much dead down there.
Yes.
I saw, because even on the replay, CM Punk almost came late.
Yes.
And he did, but like, that's why I want to believe he did on purpose. When you saw the slow replay, Roman had to like move himself.
Yes.
Because it was not in enough time.
No.
It was not enough time.
No.
Great moment though, because it did make it a better moment.
Yes.
So if it was on purpose, you guys did really good.
Yes.
Loved it.
And then, it ends with them all hitting their finishing moves on Solo and Roman wins.
Well, don't forget, Fatu came off the top too.
Fatu did come off the top, you're right.
Of course he did though.
Yeah, of course. But the Bronson moment was like the moment.
No, because who thought?
Yeah.
And Fatu had to get taken out. We knew that.
Yep.
Oh wait, did he come off the top?
No,
he didn't. Because he got through the table when Jay came off.
Jay came off top, yeah.
No, Fatu's just the best, let's be real. But then yes, it ended by everyone getting a finishing move in on Solo, and then obviously Roman pinned him.
Yes.
Knew that.
Yes.
This is where my mind might change. I've not been happy with who Roman's associating himself with. I'm also not happy that he's not being a good leader, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I came into wrestling as Roman as the tribal chief. There was no doubting himself. There was nothing. Now, where is he? What is he doing? He's letting people walk all over him. He really has the audacity to wrestle with the likes of Sami Zayn and CM Punk. What are you doing, Roman? But do you know what? In that match, Solo Sikoa, which, don't forget, I liked him from the beginning when he was still part of the bloodline. But then obviously he went against my tribal chief, so I had to back him out. He stood like a man to those
That's
5
true.
people.
They were all right there. He stood up to him.
He didn't go try to hide and run to Fatu. He stood up and he said, I'm going to fight.
He said, I'm still the tribal chief.
100%. And what did he do? He went through for his spike. Obviously it didn't work. He had 5 on him. But he stood like a man. That's a tribal chief to me.
No, I
That
agree.
is a tribal chief.
So this whole Roman thing, like, he's not the tribal chief anymore, right?
He's
like
not.
old school heel tribal chief.
Yeah, no.
Even like him being a face, he's not like he apologized and he's nice to people now and he's trying. He's kind of just in limbo, like trying to be the same character but not. I don't really know what they're gonna do with this.
I mean, I can kind of see, right? They're almost doing like a character development and evolution for him. I'm not saying I don't like that, but I came here for the tribal chief. I'm not seeing a tribal chief right now in Roman.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when Solo stood, that's a tribal chief. That is a tribal chief. And he got Jacob Fatu in here. How can you not love Solo for that?
Yeah, I agree.
How can you not? So, like, Jacob Fatu is a beast.
I'm just glad that you can admit that CM Punk is one of the best in the world.
No, he did fantastic. Because it's not, it's like it's his personality, it's everything. Obviously, though, anytime he goes against Drew, it's just not happening. It's not acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
I have to stick with my people. And I know right now you're saying, well, what about Roman? No, Roman's failing me right now.
Okay.
Gunther has never failed me, ever.
Okay.
Drew has never failed me.
Gunther lost to Cody.
But he didn't fail me. That was fixed, okay? That was fixed. Also, Drew has never failed me.
Drew lost to Punk.
Losing isn't failing. It's they stick to who they are, okay? No. Gunther is Gunther. And Drew has only gotten better the more he fights CM Punk.
Okay. So now we should get into Raw then. Let's talk about this.
Yeah.
You want to get into Raw?
Yeah.
Okay. First, PLE, good overall. Best one in a while.
Yes, I agree.
Yes. I'm excited for, well, I guess I'm actually not excited until the Rumble. I know they have Saturday Night's Main Event coming out.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see what other matches they put on it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll watch it for sure, obviously, but
Oh,
I
well, yeah,
mean,
obviously.
the Cody Kevin Owens stuff's pretty good. I think now.
Yeah, but Cody's gonna win, so it's
That's
just like
true.
not even fun anymore. I do like Kevin Owens now, though.
Mm-hmm.
He is a good heel.
He's a good
Love it.
heel.
And he has great tattoos.
He does,
Fantastic.
right? The dinosaur one,
Yeah,
especially.
hey KO, let me know who does your tattoos because oh my gosh, they're so good. Those
Right.
dinosaur ones, love them.
I agree with that.
Anyway.
All right, so Raw.
Mhm.
Let's get into your boy.
Oh, we're just right off the bat.
Why not? All right, no, let's get into my boy first then.
The surprise. Oh yeah.
So CM Punk comes out,
Mhm.
and we don't see the whole thing, obviously,
Mhm.
right? We're watching on YouTube, but he has one of the best lines I've ever heard about Seth Rollins when he says, "You think about me all the time. I don't think about you at all."
Oh yeah, that hurt, huh?
That gave like Seth a cry face. He had to cry on that.
Because that probably hurt a
And
little
he
bit.
said like, "You talk too much and don't listen enough." And
Which I've always and here's the thing, I am a freaking fan.
Yes.
Okay. That's Seth freaking Rollins fan.
Yes.
But he's not wrong. He does talk too much and he doesn't listen. Now, he did also hit back to CM Punk with the same thing. You talk too much and don't listen, which is also true.
Yes. But he basically just did like a, no, you are, I know, like, no, you are, and then hits him.
Yeah, he did a.
I'm not stupid, you're stupid.
No, it was like no, you are, but what am I? Thing,
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Because after he told him, I don't think about you at all, what do you say? What do you say to that?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And he said, you had the title, and you had something I wanted. Now you have nothing that I want.
Yeah, so I don't think about you at all.
Oh.
Yeah, amazing.
So great. That was a great moment.
Yeah, I expect nothing less from CM Punk, though.
Yes.
And Seth's got to get back on his game because he also can give it. I think he didn't know.
He was like, whoa.
He did not know it was coming for him, you know?
So then Sammy comes out. That was cool.
Sammy always has to meddle in everyone's business.
He
Can
does.
Sammy mind his business?
No.
Like, honestly.
No. But you gotta admit, that match that him and Seth had.
No, it was good. Just why can't he mind his own business?
He can't do it.
But what was good about that match, though?
Well, who won? Sammy? No,
Seth won.
Seth won,
Mhm.
right? And Sammy's in the ring like, oh, dang it.
Yeah, because Jay got beat up backstage, and
Sammy's like,
you did it. And he's like, no, I didn't. And then he kind of like pulled a little switcheroo on him, pinned Sammy. But we did find out he didn't beat Jey Uso.
Because we're assuming,
sure. But we're assuming now we know. Because as Seth walks out, just all like, hey, I won. Sammy's just in the ring, and then who comes out?
Drew McIntyre.
Claymore. And I've been waiting. I've been asking for weeks now, like, oh, where's Drew? It's been so long.
You have been.
It came.
Yeah,
just Claymored Sammy so hard.
Yes. And so, I mean, so Seth doesn't like Roman still.
Yes.
Right? He doesn't like Punk.
Yes.
Drew doesn't like Roman or Punk either.
He really doesn't like CM Punk, yeah.
Yes. This might be just this recipe for explosiveness.
Yeah, because he also doesn't like Seth.
Mm-hmm.
But what'd you say?
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
So, right now, Sammy partnered up with CM Punk in War Games.
And Roman.
Seth didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So Drew might be like, you know what? We're gonna fight later. I'm gonna beat you later. But right now, we have more important stuff. That's what I'm hoping for.
That would be great.
And I just cannot wait for more CM Punk and Drew promos.
Yeah, I think it'd be great.
They're just fantastic together.
So overall, Raw was good too. I think there's only really one more thing that I really want to talk about Raw. The rest of it was good, but one more I think we have to talk about.
Okay.
Do you know what it is?
No.
It's one of the best promo segments we've seen. It's 14 minutes long on YouTube.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think I have like PTSD. I'm trying to block it out.
Yes.
I think my mind. Because it was the New Day
10-year celebration.
10-year celebration.
Yes.
So the episode, that was like the point.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead. What happened?
So Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston come out. They're talking, hype up the crowd. And then they say, we've made a decision.
They're giving the divorce speech.
Yes, that's exactly what it was. We want you to know this isn't because of you, talking to the crowd.
Yeah, we were the children. They were the parents getting divorced.
Yes, we've made a decision that we have to do this. Mm-hmm. It's not because of you. It's not your fault.
Yes.
And then Big E comes out.
Which, I mean, everybody knew. It's the 10-year celebration of New Day. He was coming.
Oh, we knew, but we didn't know, no.
Did we know what was going to happen, though? Absolutely not. So before I let you describe this.
Yes.
We saw on, like, Instagram something. This guy posted a video about Oscar-winning actors, and he says, why do WWE people not win Oscars? And he's like, I know, because people say it's fake or whatever. But he gave a lot of examples of times when he thought somebody actually, like, died in the ring or just the emotions that these people get, which I've seen, because, man, I've gotten into some of this.
Mm-hmm.
What the New Day did to me, I'm still devastated. So, go ahead.
No, I agree.
So that guy is right.
100%.
These people deserve more credit than they get.
So Big E, so if anyone doesn't know, he broke his neck. He's been out for like 2 years. He has not come back yet. He still says like he doesn't know when he's going to be able to come back. So he talks to them and he tells them, hey, don't break up. Like, I'll be your manager. Like, let me be your manager. We can just keep doing the New Day stuff.
Yeah.
We'll be good.
We'll come back together.
Oh my gosh. What Kofi and Xavier say to him?
Because Xavier started it. And we knew, because Xavier's kind of been turning.
Yes.
Of course, he was going to attack Big E verbally.
Yes, because Xavier's been the one that's been turning heel, doing some heelish things.
Yeah, because immediately he was like, oh, now you're back?
Yeah, you want to come back now?
And you want us to be together, whatever? And then Kofi came in, and I was like, wait, Kofi's also going to attack him?
Yes.
And like, they didn't just attack him.
They're like, you left us. They're saying you left us, you abandoned us.
And when I say attack him, for those who did not watch, I do not mean physically at all.
No.
I mean verbally attacked this man.
I think Kofi literally says the line, you broke your neck, so what? Get over it.
He did. And I said, and the thing was, it was the look on Big E's face the whole time they were berating him. And you knew it was bad too, because the crowd was like, what is going, they're like, because Kofi and Xavier just tore into, like, so you broke your neck. Don't care. You left. Oh, these people came back after they broke their neck. I mean, this man got his neck broken. And they're like, and? Yeah. And just pretty much was like, so I don't care. Big E came out and was like, yeah, I was there and I held your daughter, like, to Kofi and all this stuff.
You were injured and I was there with you.
Didn't care.
Doesn't matter.
They did not care.
Said, you left us.
In Big E's face all the time, I was sad for him.
He was like about to cry, dude.
Well, you could even tell like the crowd even got silent a couple times because it was like, this is intense. So first of all, wow, those two, man, they went after him.
They did.
But Big E, you could just, it was so sad. And then at the end when he's like, so it's just over then? It's over?
He's like, you want me to leave? You want me to leave? Like,
so that's it? And then he leaves and you're like, oh my gosh. It was like brutal.
Anybody that hasn't seen it, like, it's on YouTube.
Yeah, the full 15 minutes is on YouTube.
Watch it.
I know I just told you what happened. I'm telling you, the emotions, it is so good.
It's literally like an Oscar-winning performance. Like, that's all three of them. Like, and the thing is, like, behind they're all friends in real life.
100%.
It's probably legit kind of hard for them to say some of this stuff, and it was crazy good.
No, because I was like, there was a couple times like, oh, that was rough.
Mm-hmm.
But it was his face, man. I'm still sad. That's why I think I forgot about it. I'm trying to block it out. It was like heavy. Like after it ended, it was kind of heavy.
Yeah, that was like by far of this entire weekend, the entire days of wrestling, that was probably the best moment.
Well, and it was even worse because then what ends up happening? Well, now Kofi and Xavier are like, oh, it's us now.
Yep.
So they got back together just by berating on Big E? Yep. Like that's all they needed?
They just needed a common enemy. That's what they needed.
That was their friend.
That was
their friend.
So, he has a broken neck. Get over it.
Oh my gosh. And he's like, you just care about your new life with your new girlfriend. Dude, leave the man alone.
Your new desk job. Dude, that line, though, is probably one of the best lines in any promo I've ever heard of. It's better than Austin 316. It's better than the CM Punk pipe bomb. It's crazy.
It was like sad. It was like honestly sad.
Yeah.
And like I feel for people who have been like with the New Day for 10 years because it was probably even worse.
Yes.
Because you're like, oh my gosh. So I'm hoping that Big E goes and is the general manager, or sorry, not general, the manager for someone else.
Yeah, I could see that, but I
know he won't, but I want him to, just to get them. I want him to go to Alpha Academy, be their manager, and make them fight. Well, the New Day. We don't know what they're going to be now. New Day? Are they still New Day?
I don't know. We don't know. So, are they just going to wear like black all the time, like the bad guys?
Well, now because you know how like they've always wrestled with some of like the nerdy stuff, like Power Rangers. They're now going to be the bad characters of all those because they like anime and stuff, right? So now they have to be the bad people.
I'd be down for that.
They might. Hey, you guys can take that idea.
Yeah, take that idea. Go like nerdy video game characters and just be the bad ones.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
But yeah, so I think again that was my standout moment for wrestling for the entire weekend.
No, this Raw brought me all back. This Raw reminded me why I watch this, why I do this. There was a lot of good moments in Raw. 100%. So if somebody like that's the one to watch. I say even over the War Games, it was really good.
Yeah, I agree. And it does. Sometimes they do these things where they lose you for a bit, and one or two things can just bring you back in.
Like the whole episode. Like, why'd you guys have to do that? Yeah. Like, spread it out or no? I'm happy they did, but it brought me right back. Mm-hmm. And so if SmackDown this week doesn't stand up. Like, you guys need to figure it out because that Raw was so good.
Yeah. So now we'll just have to see where it goes. Like I said, we got a Saturday night's main event coming up, but which we probably won't cover right away. Cover it eventually.
Yeah, we'll see what happens all around it.
Yep.
Because so far the matches don't seem super important, but we don't know what's coming.
Yep. And then I don't think another PLE until Rumble.
Which is fine.
Yep. So it'll be interesting.
I think I'm excited, especially after Raw. Thank you, Raw.
Yeah, but please, everybody, go watch that segment. Let us know what you thought of it.
Definitely. Everybody, have a great day, a great weekend, knowing that Drew's back. Knowing that Fatu is still the MVP of WWE right now.
Should they rename Survivor Series War Games to just Survivor Series? Please tell me that part.
Yeah, that's more wrestling fans. I don't know as much. Also, because I know you guys have opinions, let me know what you think about my stuff with Roman and going to solo side. Because I know you're mad.
Yeah.
But let me know.
Yeah. So.
And also put however many cry faces. Put one cry face for however many minutes you cried at the New Day segment.
Yes, please do that. And what a whirlwind weekend.
Whirlwind.
Whirlwind. Whirlwind. But Bella, through this all, I love wrestling.
I know.